Every time a franchise comes back after being gone for a while, you need a new central character to follow. A new era queen, if you will. Total Drama had Priya. Scream has Sam and Tara. Star Wars has Rey. Someone that can both build on the past while focusing on the future. For Buck Race, that person is Pecco. For context, this was Pecco's first season, and she is the first winner we are going to be covering the story of. She also made it past 2 elimination challenges. Buck Race 6 was a mini season, almost like a test run for the modern era Buck Races. So because of this, things went quickly. 3 days to be exact. The first part of the Buck Race involved a mentor twist, where past Buck Race players would pick one of the new players they wanted to mentor. Allison and Pecco both wanted each other right away, and that's what happened. The race starts with Trivia Day, which was not Pecco's strong suit. In the first challenge, Pecco came in second to Ace, and in the second challenge, she got beat by both Maito and Kian. It wasn't until the third challenge that Pecco was able to gain some momentum. In this challenge, Pecco was partnered with Ace. Although Maito answered first, Kian fumbled the challenge, leading to Pecco and Ace taking that win. Pecco ended day 1 with 20 Hunter Bucks, tied with Maito for second place, behind Ace. Day 2, Puzzle Day. See? Puzzle. I got a puzzle right here. Visual aid. I love visual aids. Anyways, day 2. Puzzle Day started with a slide puzzle challenge, in which Pecco almost won. Maito beat her by 10 seconds, but she was able to take the second place spot, which is more than can be said for someone like Ace, for example. The final challenge of day 2 was the escape room challenge, where Pecco got beat by both Maito and Ace, ultimately coming in third. By the end of the day, she was still in second place, behind Maito, but she had managed to pass ahead of Ace. At this point, it was really anyone's game. Day 3. I hope you're amused by these location changes because I am putting in the work here. Day 3. Pecco, from this point on, was locked in hard. The first of the 2 eliminations was pretty simple. Either finish the Sudoku puzzle for 20 Hunter Bucks or take a Josh quiz for 5. However, there was only room for 1 Sudoku winner, which means if someone else finished it before you, you had to move on to the Josh quiz. So that added a little bit of an aspect of risk to it. Kian forfeited this point, so there was no real elimination stakes, but if there were, it would have been tense. Not tense for Pecco, however, because she finished very quickly, leaving the other 2 players to take the Meat quiz. The next elimination was a TikTok sending challenge, where the final 3 had to send me TikToks, and whoever sent the best one wins 15 Hunter Bucks. And whoever sends the worst loses 15 Hunter Bucks. Pecco may or may not have known my weakness and acted upon that, but Ace was the ultimate loser of this challenge, and was eliminated. That means Pecco was in the final Buck challenge against Maito, a true battle. This was a 3-parter, but much like the Buck Race 4 finale that came before it, only 2 parts were needed. The first part was a riddle that Pecco won, and the second part was a jigsaw puzzle, which is something Pecco is very skilled in. Ultimately, we ended with a Pecco win. Yay! Pecco wins, cementing herself as the new era queen. That, ladies and gentlemen, that was the Pecco story. That is why she's the new era queen. And there's a lot of other roles that need to be filled in the new era. Right off the top of my head, I can think of one. You need a villain. See you next time, Aaron. Only one person, however. There was only one room. Whoa. There's going to be a lot of transitioning in this video. Fitting for Pecco.